should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
Good lord, that music does not fit the on-screen the on-screen things going on, does it? Like at all. Oh. Hello everyone. How are we doing? Hope we're all well. Let's just get right into it, shall we? That's a quick rinse of water. How's everyone's Monday been? You're doing alright? I will be once I get the game sound on. There we are. Oh wow, that's definitely on, isn't it? Might be quite loud if anything, but I think we'll be alright. Cool. Yeah, the autosave isn't that often on this, so I do find I often want to load the manual save when it comes to that. What is that song coming? I think you requested that last time, right? I see One Wind and I think of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if it's... I don't know, is it Costed to Soul from FF7? Do not know. Yeah, the nice little treat I leave myself in a way for the start of each session on this is after each chapter you get loads of experience points. You can really spend a lot of it on all these abilities that I forget how to do. We'll use that one there because that's evade quick step. Oh, sorry, that makes your quick step better. Gosh, I didn't work that well, did I? Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we got some good stuff there. Upgraded our attack. Nice. What are we all up to this evening? We any of us played any games in particular? Go on, let's boost our HP up massively. God, we're at the point some of them are really, getting really expensive. Is that what it is, Cricket? Fantastic. SpongeBob Sephiroth. Oh, so it is. Oh wow. I honestly thought it might just be like a. I don't know. I honestly just thought it might be a. Well, no, that is an actual song. It's a beautiful way. Your weapon durability won't drop. Wielding. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's such a nice treat just to be like, oh, let's get all these cool abilities. But I keep saying I'll brush up on them between streams and then I never do. We're getting some good ones here in particular. Yeah, like some of these guardian related ones in particular. Oh, I quite want that one, but we're one experience point short for it. Let's have a look at. I was tempted to save that and wait until we get one more, but we can actually get quite a lot of abilities where it's like, yeah, I should probably go for these.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you. It's been a little while since I forgot. By that I mean like maybe 3 days. It's at least been a sort of a while since I've forgotten to do something with that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I was reading online, and this was validated. Other people were saying, yeah, the combat in this is weirdly difficult. Like, more so than the last game. I don't think people are that keen on the bosses in this, in particular, which... I probably shouldn't always need, I probably shouldn't always need validation on such things, but... it does go quite a long way. Right, do I, that guy wants scotch, if there's like an outright alcohol still. Actually, I can't remember what our current objective is, to be honest. Like, it's just to kind of go out on the streets doing whatever, I think. Oh, you're on Yakuza 6. Nice, Kroken. So you've... I can't remember, Kroken. Have you done 1 to 5, in regards to that? I mean, it sounds like the games kind of let you recap after a certain point, don't they? Oh, that's right, we were meant to be finding this guy for, one of the, can't get the words out. Yeah, this guy was vandalising this, restaurant. The side quests in this are quite good. I'd probably agree with the consensus they're not as good as they are in, Yakuza 0, like they're especially entertaining and often very funny in that. Oh, nice. Oh, wow, so you are, oh, it's nice you could get to it, having all those ones behind you in the belt, in the, And, most of... It's cool you've played those in a variety of systems as well, right? Like, you went through, you went for, like, the original on PS2, and then you've done a few on PS3, and then a few on PS4, haven't you?
Huh?
Alright then, gents. Let's put some of those abilities I can't really remember if I just unlocked to good use. Blooming heck. I did upgrade our attack power. I don't know if that's... Even that's coming into play really effectively here, or these guys just suck. Maybe a mix of both. Okay, this is nice. I've turned the noise gate up, and it doesn't look like my microphone volume's going up at all when I'm not speaking, so... Hopefully that'll be the end of me asking, can you hear my fan? Although I suspect, need to be careful on that in case my voice ends up cutting out. We'll have to see on that front. Let's teach them a lesson because they wouldn't pay us protection money. Kid is the owner's son! Oh gosh. Oh. Huffy Tagger. I choose to read that as his actual name. Quick. Where did you get this from? This person's just shy. That's kind of your motif at the moment, isn't it? Oh gosh, he wants to become a graphic designer. This game is a bit, that's pathetic, I think. Like, this is stuff in the main game with the detective, and then this is like, the kid being a troublemaker. Well, I think it's quite critical of the dad being, like, career first before his son's ones here, at least. Oh. He should just do an advice column, Kiryu. I think with all the side quests under his belt across the various games, he's just quite, he's got quite a good head on his shoulders for advice, I feel like. It might be a Cricket original, nice. I didn't mean to imply you were a joke thief. I think it's me projecting, because I definitely subconsciously pick things up I've read somewhere and then keep dropping them with a lot of things I say. Yeah, what kind of interesting thing with this game compared to Yakuza 0 is this doesn't always actually immediately tell you where you need to go next. Which I think is quite admirable in the way it is also, it has led to me occasionally getting a bit stuck here and there, but it's not too bad. Right, here we are. Let's finish the side quest off. Well, seeing something about graffiti in the Sega game gets me wistful for a certain Dreamcast franchise. Dreamcast, that's the original Xbox. And Elizabeth Robb, I have to admit, he's got a good sense of design. That is indeed a very convincing squiggle worm. Pasties. I am bashful about it because I am shy. Not quite as brass as her boy Dante. Oh, cheers! Gave us 50 grand.
Hey.
Aww. I just always go back to a sitcom comparison with these side quests. I just can't help but think of them. They're like amusing little sitcom plots that tend to wrap up quite nicely. Unless they like really hinge on like the shenanigans side of it. Right, so I think, well, I haven't done that's one thing I haven't done much on this. I don't know if, Cricket or Cumber, you can kind of attest to. You'll notice I haven't got much of the Majima stuff. I've not been seeking them out too much, to be honest. I think there was, like, a, yeah, I could do with getting some of those, and I just want to see Majima anyway, because he's... I know there's, like, stuff with him, he's sometimes in front of the Millennium Tower, I think it said. Oh, no, he wasn't there last time I tried. I mean, we have got the item on that tells us where side quests are on this, which is quite nice. I didn't know it was on, to be honest, Feds. I don't really know, because I would like to join in, but I want to keep playing this as well. Maybe play that by ear. Oh, hey, lads. Right, it's not going to be something you just kind of... I mean, you could come across it, but I suppose if you really want to... Yeah, I've got the guide in front of me, so I might have a look at that to see where I should go next for Majima. And then... Hiya, Shed World. Thanks so much for the host. How you doing, man? Amidst all the crime drama stuff in this Shed World, I did just help Dad and his son resolve their conflict about the son's graphic design career aspirations. Oh, right, Cumber. Yeah, doing good, thank you. Thank you, Shamble, yeah. Yes, I got this one from his friend. Yeah, I have a message from the boss. Be sure to make a folder for all my emails. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's not the, we need to get another one from him. Right, so I'm surprised we... I mean, maybe lucky for Kiryu in a sense, but... Oh, sorry. But lucky for us. We haven't come across... sorry. Unlucky for... No, lucky for Kiryu, unlucky for us. God, that was difficult. We haven't come across him that much. I'm sure Kiryu's okay with that. Oh! Coming across all our friends from the... Oh, that's right, he was one of the kids! Oh, that's great. He's all grown up. Oh yeah, I'm really involved with the Yakuzas. Got a target on my head. Oh, that's right, this is for the, of course, this is for the Pocket Circuit side quest, where the guy there wants us to find a successor for him. Thanks for the heads up, Cumber. Do I have the item that tracks? Is that maybe one you have to buy with CP? I wonder, actually. So a look at this guide for the magic for the reason we're all doing this, so we can upgrade the dragon style. Majima is currently active in the city. He will establish himself in a particular situation, location, usually close by, from wherever you Is he like the legendary dogs in Pokemon Generation 2, where he just his location changes every time you, like, leave somewhere? Oh, the Majima sensor ability only activates when you're not in heat mode. It's just you can use it to... Well, it says it's earned early on at rank E, Yeah, I bet, Cumber. I might have a lead for you on someone willing to give up their marriage for Pocket Circuit. To be fair, Pocket Circuit is puts up a good argument, regardless of the alternative. Oh. I love how, like, pally Kiryu is to Pocket Circuit organizer guy. Gosh, they did make this after Zero, didn't they? Yeah, the side quest stuff is quite good on this. Gosh, really, Cumber. He showed up in the photo booth, although we didn't really fight there. That was just for for lols. Like the shenanigans music here. I do like these. The throwbacks to Zero are really fun. That intimidating face, that fierce gaze. Oh god, that's right, that was awkward. Completely forgot about that. Hiya, Armour. How you doing, fella? I'm reminiscing with people we saw in the last game that were little kids then. Because this is set 17 years later, they're all grown up. Oh, that's right, her dad tried to arrest us. Oh gee, she hasn't forgotten the childhood crush. She's not wrong, he's a good looking fella. Oh no! Oh, Jesus, dude. Steady on now. Like a look at these goods. Jeez. Oh, dear. Yeah, jeez. Oh, I completely forgot about that. God, that was... Even by Yakuza standards, that was shenanigans and a half, wasn't it? Oh god, Armor, oh, hi, Jeff. No worries on lurk, man. Thanks so much for coming in. Well, to the game Mega Man 4, as I say, that Mega Man's especially a cruel one, isn't it? That particular game. Yeah, Armor, I had seen there were Last of Us 2 leaks. My brother just messaged our group chat, he said it was out in June, and I think Ghost of... Sorry, I'm going to mispronounce this. Ghost of Tsushima? That's not right, is it? That really cool Sucker Punch game. That's out the month after, I think, July. Oh, Jeff, we're out of the yogurt. We've got a pot of jelly left. I might have that because they're like 10 calories, but I've got this, the metal bottle. Tsushima. Oh yeah, of course the T would be silent, wouldn't it? Yeah, it probably would be the first letter in a word like that, with an S after Tsushima. Oh, cheers, guys. Oh, there we are, so, gosh, I hope you're able to avoid them until then, Harmer. I don't know if it's, like, worth muting, like, Last of Us from social media, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, oh dear. Okay, this ain't healthy, fella.
Nani?
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I was thinking of that, Jeff, funny enough. I was thinking of, I guess we might as well do this one. I was thinking of, the Harry Potter, like, every Harry Potter book that... Ooh! Where is he? Hello! There he is! I just got the achievement, Kiryu-chan. Oh, magnificent. Plan to let you get through. Hey! Oh, I'm so happy he's here to be a pain in the arse to us. Yeah, every Harry Potter book after a certain point, it was such a minefield to avoid the spoilers, especially being at school. I had quite a few of them spoiled. I had, like, the main character deaths from, like, was it, Order of the Phoenix, and then Half-Blood Prince? I had both of those spoiled. And then I had, like, one of the things revealed in, like, the very ending bit of the last book spoiled. It just kept happening. You take up my frustration on one of my favourite characters in any piece of media. When you. Hopefully the crowd are into it. There you go. Nice. I'm both happy to see more Majima, and we also, I think we could do with some of those abilities. That's funny, it is random, as you say. Come, but that's quite, I don't know if there's much... Is there a speedrunning scene for these games? I'd assume there would be. Gosh. You compare that to how difficult the first fight we had with him was. That wasn't too bad, though, is it? Come back. I love how wrong that sentence is on multiple levels. It works so many ways. By the way, you might have heard me say in previous streams I was going to try and finish this before Streets of Rage 4 came out. that's not happening. A, because I got the dates wrong. I thought it was going to be on Friday instead of Thursday, Streets of Rage 4. And this is going to take me too long. I think even if I do really long streams, so maybe I'll kind of do an interruption with Streets of Rage 4 and then get back to this. I think that's probably a game I could just like... I don't know if it'll be one you can finish in a couple of hours and then they'll have loads of replay stuff. So it might be one I only do one stream for, I don't really know. Yeah, I bet it's a fun system in a way. It kind of works with him just popping out of nowhere, like character and story-wise, but... there we are. Kind of avoid fighting with... Oh, I need that to be rank E so we can get the, we've got charged finisher. What's that then? Yeah, because I was just reading in the guide that at rank E we get the, this is mostly the red, yeah, at rank E we get the, thing that can track him down. Yeah, I think we'll, I ended up being, we did 6 days on this last, well, no, not on this, sorry, 6 days of streams last week. And I quite enjoyed it, so I'm happy to keep doing that. There's more to, yeah, no, that's fair, thank you, Cumber. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll buy, we'll entertain this fella with his slightly, childish, pursuit of wanting to impress this girl, by a pocket circuit, but... Right, so I don't have I don't think. So I'll just buy a bunch of these parts, I think, and it's not completely... It's not quite as clear as I'd like in terms of which ones you do or don't have. Ooh, I'll buy the center strobe. Because this has reminded me of choosing parts on Rocket League, although there it's only cosmetic, of course, but... I was actually looking at the blueprints earlier on Rocket League, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind having some... Like, oh, maybe I'll look into getting the gold explosions. You know, it's like, oh, I wouldn't mind spending a bit of money for one. And then I kind of figured out how much you'd have to spend for it, and it... What was it? It was like... I think 3,000 points on it were like 30 quid, and then it was like 2,500 points for one goal explosion. Unless I misread something there, it's just, maybe it's better if you have like the rocket pass, I don't know, but that was enough for me to be like, just to back away slowly, frankly. Just be like, no, I think we're okay on that front. Shame we can't just take over what we had from the first game, but then... for these items, but then Q did say, kind of understandably, he's lost all that stuff. Right, there we are. Hopefully that'll help us, don't completely fancy our chances, but we'll see if we can beat the guy, Here we are. Oh, really, Cumber?
Yeah.
Wait, so you say I can, Again, I appreciate you, giving info on all this, thank you. It's help. Oh, I see, so... So I'll just buy all of these then, basically, right? We're not completely flush with cash like we were in Zero, but we've got enough to kind of, Oh, I appreciate the game does that. I also appreciate you said that. I don't think that's probably the case with Zero as well then, right? I don't think I've realised that. If I were to ever stream Zero again, I don't know if I will, but I think it would be specifically for the pocket circuit stuff. Yeah, that's really... I'm glad the game does that. That's a good shout, actually, just to make that much easier, isn't it? Oh, here's our beautiful Penelope pit stop looking machine. Right, I love this tune as well. This sounds like it could be out of a Sega arcade racer. Maybe. Well, I don't know. The speed might make quite a big difference, though. Yeah, we've got to be. This is one of those ones we have to be quite. We haven't got a huge amount of weight we can go with on it, so. Let's try balanced. Yeah, because on the basic course, we probably don't need to worry too much about. Can I just, sorry, I know I'm always being a pain like this. Can I get confirmation you're not hearing echo from the game as well? I just suddenly started worrying about that. Oh, nice. Because I do get that if I have the game sound on too loud in my headset. I think we should be, cool. Lovely. I think I got to that point on 0, yeah, it got ridiculously difficult. I think this side quest, I might look it up actually if we do struggle on it. It can get... Oh shit, I didn't take that into account. Actually, yeah. I don't think my balance is very good actually, so we're probably not going to win this. Yeah, we're not winning this. I just love Kuryu's mugshot in the corner on this. Yeah, this might be a struggle. I don't know if this, I mean, this, if we lose this, does the side quest just stall there until we finish it, or? Actually, yeah, we're quite slow, I think. Ooh. Oh, we definitely need to be faster, don't we? Actually, we're better on balance than I thought, but... Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, it's... I couldn't get over how difficult it often was. I definitely wasted a lot of time just trying to... Wow, yeah. Trying to do it without, Let's look this up then, I think. Yeah, we're not. Yakuza, Kiwami, Hideki... I would just like to get this side quest done, so let's see if I can just, let's have a look. Sub-story, Hideki-kun. Yeah, let's try that again. Not exactly fair, is it? You compete against someone who spent an entire paycheck on parts. That's a good way to write out, like, well, realistically, that would be the only race days have, so it's a good way to kind of write in how you get around that, isn't it? Yeah, here we are. Looks like this is quite a long sub-story mine, so we probably won't do all of it. Looks like you do 2 more races on this. But we'll do this bit at least. So... slim tires. Speed frame. Oh wow, I had completed the wrong build, it looks like. Speeds. Balance gears. I would like to do quite a lot of this without, I would want to do the whole thing, like, you know, knee deep in a guide, like deep into a guide on it, but... Here we go. Oh, that's better. We're gonna crush this poor guy's spirit, but... Yeah, I remember that from Zero, yeah. Well, we haven't even had to boost, gosh. What a different stats mode. I should have kept more of an eye on the stats to see what's particularly different this time. I think it might just be our speed is better. Yeah, I'm not even having to boost. I probably could. It'd be a bit risky. Yeah, I think if I see any... I mean, they're generally quite cheap, aren't they? So if I see any about... As long as they're not ridiculously expensive and I'm quite low on funds, I'll probably just grab them. Hey, there we are. Lovely. Sorry, Hidaku. Oh, I think I just dig the theme of it. It's a little frustrating just how it does seem very specific what parts you need, doesn't it? Oh. Aww. Ta. Yes, this is like a multi-tiered side quest. I'm never going to do all of this now, but... Oh god, someone went from this to F1 very soon. Oh yeah, because F1's quite big in Japan, isn't it? Or they're quite keen on it there. Oh, I wasn't able to get into it. Oh. Yeah, I think I'd probably just have to kind of accept, yeah, I'd probably just gonna have to use a guide on that if I do go back to it.
Nani?
Could be a man-to-man kind of talk. God, he's at Stardust of all places. Yeah, I think we'll kind of come back to that. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. You really root for this guy. You do feel quite bad for him. Oh. Oh. I would be like he wouldn't turn up in like 3 to 5. It'd be cool if that guy turns up again in like I don't know 6. Cricket might know one way or another on that. Actually, have you played? I can't remember. Have you played 6 as well? Where's Majima? No, I don't want to fight the common. Oh shit! That hasn't despawned Majima, has it? Oh, that's gonna be really annoying if so. I'm having to fight these guys, but I really want to do the Majima fights when they crop up. Hoping it'll still be there. What was? Oh, that's just a regular guy. That's not one of the. Wait, where is the other one? Oh, there you are. I was trying to fight someone in the crowd. He was rooting me on, I think. Oh, right, Combat. For some reason, I thought you'd played more of them. I think it's just 'cause you've played those two so thoroughly, haven't you? That's probably just what I'm getting confused on. Oh, that's really annoying that despawn them. Oh, I hate it with stuff like that in a game where something that spawns randomly can just change location completely. That is a bugger. Hopefully we come across him again. Oh, there he is. Oh, never mind what I just said. Alright, you. Here we go. That was a cool get-up for him, isn't it? It's so, because I didn't really know these characters before, like, I barely knew anything about these characters before I played Zero. So, my introduction to Majima really was just in Zero, him with the ponytail and such. So I was actually really surprised to see this is his actual look for the series. I was reading as well how the later games flesh him out really well, which is really cool. So I suppose you could just think, oh, he's just a bit crazy going by this game. I think they really found a lot to kind of lead into with him, it sounds like. Majima everywhere. And we are blessed for Majima's omnipresence. Shit, okay, so funny thing, I've been getting loads of sound effects ready. And it just occurred to me I haven't added Kiryu-chan. I've let me bring the folder up and get a little taster. Yeah, so there's 92 sound effects, because I found a really quick way to add them. Alright, this is one of them. Oh god, that's really quiet, but that's Kiryu saying nanny, and what's like one that would be really... I think that might be the only Yakuza one I've got in there. Oh, this one's for you, Kiryu. Kiryu? Cricket even. But yeah, I need to add Kiryu-chan to that, don't I? So I just note that down on the Google Drive thing. Right, so... That was not going to wait time to look away though. What rank am I, Oh, is this going to be the... Oh, I think this is what you were talking about, wasn't it? At the Shine Club. I guess we'll go there. Where's Shine Club? Oh, there's a Sailor Moon sound effect on the ones I'm adding. Why do I keep wanting to call you Kiryu? So many names beginning with K. Yeah, there's I've been preparing new sound effects basically, Kraken. There's a Sailor Moon one in there. Yeah, I just got a message saying to go to oh, which one was it? Oh, was it Shine? I think it was. Yeah, Shine's down there. Yeah, the message was from Nishida. This is at the Shine Club. Okay, so no, don't worry. Yeah. It's okay, Jeff. It is fair enough. It is more than fair enough to be annoyed by bad internet. I think people recognise you're not saying that's one of the world's greatest problems. Like, it's okay to be annoyed by that. I mean, if you start saying like I'm the unluckiest man ever, like without irony, I guess that'd be strange, but it's all right. Too late. I'm feeling sorry for you. But yeah, you've been having horrible internet luck lately, haven't you? Is that both on Wi-Fi and wired, Jeff? Mind you, my internet, and I've spoken to other people whose internets have cut out here and there recently. I think it just might be due to demand at the moment, isn't it? Something happened near West Park. That is quite cool with this actually. So when you don't have the objective to go to next, it is often kind of a case of just talking to people, RPG style. Better go to the MEB to... What's the MEB? Is that somewhere obvious we've been and I'm just forgetting? Oh, it's up there. Where was, oh, it says West Park, so I assume. I think he says West Park, didn't they? That guy. Oh, is that over here, I want to say? No, it's Public Park 3. Let's check what that guy say. I can't. If you can, try Evernet. I know it's probably not always available, but that might help. Although, yeah, if demand is high, then obviously that's going to impact it regardless. Yeah, West Park, is that... It's Public Park 3 there. Is that the what he means, or is there actually a park called West Park? Well, I'll tell you, we'll go to MEB up there. We'll just see if we can find anything. Ooh. Oh, there we are. Tell you the truth, the boss has gone missing. He's trying to figure out a new way to surprise you. And then he had this moment of clarity. He said, I got it, the best hiding place. And now you can't contact her. Doing it to gloat like a bratty little kid who's so good at hide and seek. They're like kids without their... I don't know, like the leader's gone missing. That's quite sweet. That's to put these ridiculous giant objects the other day. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Oh gosh. Well, that's the weird thing, yeah, because I went to go into Shrine here, and then he says I'd better go to the MEB to gather information. Is that the main story quest, or because that was the message I got from not that one. Yeah, say the hostess at the Shrine Club, which I assume that's just a way to try and lure us there, so Majima can surprise us, but. Tell you what as well, I might equip the side quest thing. There we go. Oh, I think, is that the... Oh no, I think that is that one. It's the one with like the flame and barrel, isn't it? That park. Well, I'll go to MEB in any case.
No.
No, I'm not buying him for 30,000 yen. Maybe that'll be quite good, but I don't know. I can't be doing that. Oh, oh, I think I know the... Oh, is that what the MEB is? Oh, poor lad.
Yeah.
Let's find him a coat then, do we? Probably buy that from down there. Later. Yeah, I think I remember coming across that now, yeah. Yeah, what is like some... He's been building giant objects of some description, Majima, in his chronos. Oh, go on then. So you yeah, they're a little they're a little easily missed, aren't they, Cricken? Yeah. If they're going to be important like that, would it be nice if when you bring up like the key up on the map, they'd be on there? Oh god, send the bike flying. Or broke. Hey. I mean, that character model is taken directly from Yakuza 0. I remember beating up guys that looked like that. Oh, right. Oh, they were going to tell me about Shine. Sure. I don't know if this will be, Jeff. I was thinking that looked familiar as an acronym, actually. Yeah, go on then. So I don't know if this is, let's talk to you about Pocket Circuit. Oh. Someone needs to edit that into the business card scene in American Psycho, when they're all showing off their business cards. Oh, Kiryu, you charisma. A bound fella. Is it bad form to go for the free drink? We'll get a beer. We're not. Oh god, we're not paying that much for the champagne. Let's go for a beer. Oh, blimey, fair play, Kumba. Oh god, there's a heart meter on this on her as well. Oh, that's right. This is you could just say no. That'd be so bad. Hey, some fun.
Yeah.
Is Kiryu just like naturally adorned with a six-pack? Like he's not like planking every day, or We did a bit of this in Zero, didn't we? With Majima kind of trying to run his hostess club. So I never got too far into that, unfortunately. So I'm trying to find where I am in the Sonic Geoke book. Okay, here we are. Bring me a crocodile sandwich and make it snappy. Yeah, that's the actual punchline, yeah. Can Robotnik eat soup with a big mustache? Yes, but it's easier with a spoon. Oh, oh, I don't like that I didn't get that immediately. It's just saying like, oh, he's gonna actually try and use his mustache. Yeah. Also, Jeff, I remember you redeemed the joke last stream, but I didn't actually end up saying that because I forgot. So have a spare one. Have another one. What's brown and sneaks round the kitchen? Mince spies. Excellent. Oh, is that what this is, Kumba? So was that message? I thought that message was just like to get like Majima to show up randomly.
That's a good question.
Ooh. I don't follow sports either. Let's be honest, honestly, frankly. What is that sound? Oh. Okay.
というかですね、私幼稚
Gosh, they do go far in on this stuff, don't they? Yeah, wasn't too far off that. Had more of an inquisitive sound to it, though. Well, do these kind of clubs not account for, surely they'd be alright with, like, same-sex customers. I mean, regardless of anything, you're gonna get paid, Aww.
右を向いても左を向いても可愛い女の子ばかり。まさにここは天国です。
Don't get carried away. You look happy. Good for you. Oh god. Why can you move the? Oh gosh. You're right weirdo with this, can you?
羨ましいでしょ。
Oh jeez. Oh Rena, that's so like you. What's the script writing process for these conversations? Cumber. I don't think I thought I was doing like a Majima thing, but it was a bit sort of like, oh, I guess we'll, let's give her... Oh. What happens if you give them pocket tissues? Or do something else. She'd be very nice. Go for mixed nuts. Get a bit of protein in you, boy. Give her pocket tissue. What was the like just oh gosh. Get requested, you could get fired. I stand Rena and her desire to work in hostess clubs because she wants to be around the other women. That's very sweet. Oh gosh, that does place us in 2005, doesn't it? I mean, obviously a mod, like a high-end camera is still better than a phone camera, but... Do you guys remember using, like, 2005 era camera phones, phone cameras even? It was still really cool at the time, but it was obviously the beginning of, like, God, what would the 2005 selfie look like? Ah, nice camera. I'm not that crazy about any of these answers, really. The left one is really mean. I don't really want to encourage her to take out alone. If you walk instead of taking a cab, you'll get tired. Oh, there we go. I think we picked the right option, those. Oh gosh, they're still talking about video stores in 2005 as well, wow. Is this lifted straight from the original, this kind of aspect of the game? I think in some ways I'm surprised what a straight remake it is. Because it does resemble the modern games in a lot of ways, but... I think I thought it was like more of a reinterpretation than it is. Just not do anything. Get healthy. Get healthy for Kyo. Need to maintain that killer bod of his. Under all circumstances. Yeah, I'm just doing this kind of. I think at this point I'm just doing this for the. I was gonna say for the banter. You know what I mean? Like just sort of just to have a quick go at this. I like to kind of dip in and out of these aspects of these games. How much I want to end up doing everything. As I say, I think Yakuza 0 is like the one I'll try and do everything on. The other games I might just kind of dip more, just sort of see these as more things to dip in and out of.
だから同じお店にばっかり何度も。
そうだな。
Oh god, I wouldn't know anything about going to restaurants at the moment, Rina.
そういう失敗も含めて、
Oh
いろんなお
gosh.
店に行ってみようと思うんですよ。
How do you think Rina's doing with the quarantine? You think she's doing alright? What if any like game that would what if a game that would like take place in 2020, or how many like bits of entertainment media with a narrative like that are meant to take place in our reality? How many of them will actually acknowledge the quarantine? There's some more tasty ramen.
男の人って本当ラーメンが好きですよね。スープの味がなんとか系って言われても、
I didn't know that ramen was a gendered thing. It doesn't need to be. Oh wait, okay, I think he's twisted this around.
店に入るのに勇気がいるってだけで。
Hey, we're so good at this. I'm better at this than I am at combat.
実は行ってみたいお店があるんですよ。
Yeah, I don't think you. I mean, granted, Kiryu is also the kind of person people will try and start fights with, but I mean, he's gonna win those anyway, so.
いや、
That's not too bad. That's the kind of place you could just completely spend your whole wallet at, isn't it? Oh. I like that we're leveling up these ranks both for like Rina's, like the hostess's affection, and then also for the guy who just wants to keep fighting us. I guess that's also an affection for the other way, isn't it? But yeah, West. I don't think it's that one. I'll check that one quickly. Okay, Kamba. Huh. I really like ramen. Ooh. It's beaten up on who? Hiya, Jax. I'm about to deliver justice to some these jerks in a very diplomatic way. Some good stuff. Whee. How are you doing, Jax? Thanks so much for coming in, brother. We're not making a huge amount of story progress, but we did just have a nice time with a very friendly hostess. It was impossibly wholesome. Isn't that right? Yes. Magnificent. I'm glad you're doing well, Jax. You got any streams planned this week, Jax? You gonna do any more like Monster Hunter? It's good to see you on that. As I say, I'll probably pick up. I'll pick up Monster Hunter World at some point on PC. I'm a bit intimidated to get back into those games because I think I was saying to you before. I actually passed these there in chat. We used to play the PSV Freedom Unite quite a bit. And then at some point we just kept dying to it got pretty tough. But I think I went for like the big Buster Sword style sword in that I played it. I'd probably just go for I'd probably go for a much quicker weapon than that this time. It's just the kind of weapon I tend to like in action RPGs like obviously the Souls games and whatnot. Yeah, I tend to prefer just a so it's not is it this one? I don't think it's this park, is it? But this is a, God, there's a lot of given people who we really should be enabling alcoholic drinks, isn't there, in this? Cricket. We have made strides in this series.
Nani?
Wait, is this the guy that wanted sake before? Was there like someone just right over there? West Park, the shanty town. I am right to assume it's literally West Park, right? On this side of the. Just try to picture exactly where that is. Oh, for God! Sorry, I'm being stupid. Of course, it's the really big park up in the northeast. Of course, Purgatory. Of course it is. I've been daft. How did I not think of? I was still thinking of like all of the really small, like self-contained parks, not the humongous one. That's been very important story-wise. Like they. Yeah. It seems so obvious, though. Must it be called West Park, though, when it's in the east? And the north? Yeah, I could be a bit like that, Jax, just sort of going day by day. I've tried to stream quite a lot at the moment. Just try and get through games, and it's quite... Oh, gosh. See crazy stuff like this, well...
なんだ何があった？
いや、なんか爆発事故とかで。おい、あんた。
No stopping him, I'm sorry, fella. Oh, jeez. Wait, is it really, Jax? I had no idea about that, that's incredible. Monster Hunter's going crossplay.
奴らまさかここまで派手にやってくれるとは。
何があったんだ？はるかはどうした？
ほんの1時間くらい前だ。
Yeah, no worries at all, Kamba. Thanks so much for tuning in, as always. Aww.
はるか、何してるんだ？
私やっぱりここにいちゃいけない気がする。
え？
私桐生のおじさんのこと好きだけど、私がここにいるとおじさんに迷惑がかかっちゃう。何度も危ない目に遭っ
How old
ちゃ
is she again?
はるか。
う。だから私はいなくな
She
った方がいい
carries so
の。
much responsibility
お
and...
母さんももういない
Oh
し。
dear.
本当はもっとおじさんたちと一緒にいたかったけど。
I was about to say how pure these games about organised crime are, but... God, I'm really curious what this cutscene looks like in the original game. Ooh. How have I not heard about that with Monster Hunter? That's awesome that it's getting that. That's such a great precedent.
はるかをさらっていきやがった。
ギャング？
この町のグレン隊だ。ヤクザのヤバい仕事なんかを引き受けてる。赤、白、青の3つに分かれてるんだが、まとめて襲ってきやがった。
はるかさらったのは何色なんだ？
河原のシステムがダウンしちまってる。わからねえんだ。
Oh dear.
しらみつぶしにするしかねえな。
俺は署で情報を集めてくる。はるかの居場所がわかるかもしれん。
わかった。
I mean, it was inevitable she'd get kidnapped, wasn't it? The little child. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up on that for it. That's probably gonna motivate me further. Yeah, that'd be awesome past these to play a co-op like that. Don't expect me to be particularly good at it, but it'd be great fun though, wouldn't it? Hopefully I can run that alright at 1080p, 74Hz on my monitor with my GPU. I know it's quite a demanding game actually, Monster Hunter. Jeff, trying to keep that on the low. So yeah, we need to. I'm surprised that there are so many NPCs you can talk to in this. That wasn't really the case in Zero. Yeah, it's kind of a remnant from the original, I think. Ooh, said something about meeting at the park. Hello. Oh, so now we're fighting those color-coded. We're fighting now. Well, I tell you what, I'll go for a break quite soon because I need the loo. I'll look it up on my phone briefly. I could join it with Faz as well. Someone else, a few of you know Faz. He's someone else I watched on stream. He plays Monster Hunter occasionally. Just crossplay is so like I just want it everywhere where it's applicable and makes sense. I know. I think the one point of contention with it is the possibility of cheating via PC games if they don't have particularly great anti-cheat measures, and also the mouse and keyboard versus controller kind of thing you can get sometimes. Just pop in here quickly. Quicker. Maybe I could do it like 1080p 65. It's the weirdest thing, man, that overclocking monitors. I still don't understand how it's possible, but I just found out about it at some point last year, and it's until I get like an 144Hz monitor, that's like my little insight into slightly higher frame rate. Yeah, let's have a quick go on Dart, shall we? Shenmue style. Hi, still alive. How you doing, fella? Thanks for oh gosh. Intermediate? Yes. I definitely know what I'm doing with this. The value of the section you hit is deducted. Oh, I see. Oh god, you gotta be exact on. Oh god, I'm gonna be ages on this, are we? That's quite a cool rule set, actually. Cool.
Yakuza.
I do quite like darts, I'm not very good at it, but I do like it. I think this might be something where, yeah, the way I've set the right stick or the mouse might not be ideal for this. Need to like flick it back and. Wait, so can I? Oh, there we are. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, is that like the quote of the Raven Nevermore, that one? The one the Simpsons did in their first Halloween special with Bart as the Raven. Look, so... Ooh.
Nice one.
Oh, blimey, that was quick. Sure if it's still alive. Enjoy Devlin. What's Devlin streaming? Oh, it's your link to the past randomizer. Nice. Oh, cool. Some.
Nice done.
So we're right at this, aren't we? I don't fancy our chances completely when we have to really be very precise, but actually this does work quite well with the mouse. Oh, dry, he's closer than we are. Oh, drat. That was meant to be 20. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we'll win it. I don't think we'll win it this. Yeah, because I think even. Oh, jeez. Oh, excellent. Cool. I came with your main because it looked like there was a side quest. Here we are.
Oh.
Here we are. I probably should have known, like, I wasn't planning to go into the side quest as much as I have the past stream or so, but I probably should have known it was going to happen. 2,000 yen bills. Is that like is that the equivalent to like £50 notes where they're like really elusive and like they do actually exist? Oh, is that true? They actually did issue a 2,000 yen bill in the year 2000. That's great. I mean, it's believable. I'm curious to look that up, to be honest. I'm gonna look that up and Monster Hunter crossplay. We'll have a break in a bit now. Oh no. Bit difficult as a collector. Anyone ever know the coin collector? Not really my scene. Oh, cool, Cumber. Hope I can be motivated. Like, no, I know what you mean. I like having like a podcast or a stream on while I cook. Hope you enjoy whatever you're cooking. Hiya, Matt. How you doing, fella? How have you been today, Matt? So we have to find 2,000 yen bills. Kind of curious how that will exactly progress. Like, where specifically would we find those? Oh, lovely, Matt. That's a great choice. Get some David Wise to accompany that. Fantastic. Speaking of music, and I guess I'll have to briefly go DJ for your background audio. Cumber, I'm gonna be right back. Be about 5 minutes. You're warming up bolognese. Cook the press batch of pasta. Oh, lovely. Hope you enjoy that, fella. But yeah, back in a second, everyone. Cricket, you get a few seconds of this. And there we are. Sorry, fella. Oh, this is the SpongeBob thing you request, isn't there? The oh, that's delightful. But yeah, back in a second. Oh, you requested that because it's 30 years of Final Fantasy free today, Cricken. I think next year will be Final Fantasy 4's 30th, because I think that's 91. Yeah, no kidding. I honestly thought that's what you requested that for. Yeah, no, it's it's funny because the first Final Fantasy actually came out in America in 1990, and that's when Final Fantasy 3 came out in Japan, so they weren't quite in sync there. A bit disappointingly, I couldn't find anything about Monster Hunter crossplay, so I don't know if that is actually a thing. I read something about their sync in the updates, so when they add new content to the PC, to the console versions, it'll go on the PC version at the same time, but my assumption is that's probably not in the cards, the crossplay, so that's quite disappointing, unfortunately. Unless I missed it somehow. I really hope it's, I would love to see it, but alas. That's a great boss theme as well, isn't it? Although unfortunately I do associate it with having to like redo so much of oh, Cumber, yeah. I mean, God, you've put a lot into FF2. You can't be that far off it. Sure, I mean, granted, that game it does seem very cruel, so maybe I shouldn't underestimate just what they can make. Oh gosh. Oh, we didn't just get robbed, did we? What did he nick off us? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. We already had this at the start of the game, well, like 10 years ago in-game, but... Cricket, please reassure me, can I get my money back ASAP here? Oh, there we go. Oh, poor woman. Okay, so at least the game outright said, oh, he's gone this way. So, down there. What do you think, fella? So that is an opportunity to plug his insurance company, the fact that people lost their livelihoods. Oh, jeez. You said this ran pretty well via PS2 emulation, right? Cricket, I'd be kind of curious to see that. Where's this side quest then? It's gone for Matt, can we have a bit more faith on that? I mean, it wouldn't be not gettable backable. Cricket. Oh jeez. Did I really lead them down a dark path of not valuing other people's possessions? Oh jeez. Gosh, I have a bad influence. Oh, you say that with Kiryu? Yeah, you were, weren't you? You're in the last dungeon plus a. Well, you could. I suppose it depends on how long that takes, isn't it? I feel like you've got to start FF3 soon, haven't you, just to commemorate that? I mean, not really. It doesn't really matter, but that lines up so well. Like, even if it is only pretty soon after. Like, you're still doing it the year, like, that game turned 30, so it's pretty neat. Where is Pickpocket Snow, then? Waiting out in the open somewhere. Not like him having the laughing sound as he says, yeah, the, the whole region just burned. The people lost. Sorry. Easily apparent where he is. Money back. You stand her girls getting yellow. They seem into it. It's like, oh, it's cool, yeah. I've she's got a partner in the. Oh, is it maybe further along this street? Oh, I want my money back. Yeah, Cricket, it's cool how much you and Cumber actually, both of you get a lot of use out of the your PS3s, don't you? I've got mine hooked up for Blu-rays actually, funny enough. I usually miss that front, so that's quite nice to like it. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, cool, Cumber, nice. The hours you're working, man, because you said you were working until like 9 tonight, didn't you? You'll have more than earn that early finish on Friday, man. It's gone to Tingle's pocket. Oh god, how much money, cumulative money, did I give to Tingle in between both Wind Waker and Wind Waker HD? Oh, here we are. Hi Kasai, thank you so much for the host. Hope you're doing well, thank you very much. Hello. You a fan of Yakuza, Kasai? Oh, I thought this... I just got mugged 50,000 yen, Kasai. I'm trying to get it back. I don't immediately know where to look. Oh god, so we just got mugged and now someone's trying to scam us as well. We're having a grand old time in this. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not paying you 10,000 yen. You're gonna make us pacifists who are about to fight you angry. Oh dear. Oh, it's all good, Kasai. Thanks so much for tuning in, because they make good stream games, these. Usually funny shenanigans. They have such a fun personality, these games. They're quite melodramatic and silly, and there's also a lot of humour in them. Totally, they're quite... I don't think they're, like, ironic, necessarily, but there's such an earnestness to them, which juxtaposes very humorously a lot of the time. Like, you often got, like, the stoic-faced protagonist doing silly things and side quests and such. Oh, he popped his shoulder back into place after beating them up. It is also oddly wholesome in its own bizarre way. Fantastic. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we're but we still haven't got our money back. We'd like that. Yeah, we're trying to kind of gather intel on where to go next as well. It's what's that, Cricket? Oh gosh. What have you been up to, Kasai? You been playing any games lately yourself? Are they also games where you can get mugged? Can you relate to me on this horrifying recent development? Yeah, it's weird. They did say that street was. Oh, I suppose the street goes quite far east actually, so it could kind of extend that way. But Is it? Oh yeah, okay, this... So we've tracked these 3 gangs down, this is one of them.
青のギャング
だった
はるかはお前らがサイのか
Oh, it's probably not them.
頭おかしいんじゃねえか知らねえよそんなガキのこ
You
とは
just showed up to beat on some hobos. Yeah, weird thing. I think it might be this game specifically, because I've been playing like Rocket League with the Steam controller, and it doesn't disconnect with that, but it does for this, for whatever reason.
さっきはちょっと暴れ足りなかったしな
I never know who we're looking for, but they did willingly beat up on the homeless, so they will have to experience some justice, Kiryu style. Oh, Jesus. Right after I get tasered, Christ. I think I've been spoiled by like just the common mooks you fight, who are generally quite a bit. The story-related fights are much harder than those. I guess you could say it's like fighting wild Pokemon versus fighting trainers in Pokemon games. You're streaming this Pokemon Revolution online game. Oh, cool. Oh, you could get mugged by Team... Yeah, I suppose so. Well, also, if you lose a fight to a Pokemon trainer, you lose half your money there, and I don't think that's ever explained in Universe, is it, in those games? Granted, I haven't played Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield, so I don't know if they've still kept that mechanic, but... But then the player also gets money if you win a Pokemon fight, you know, so... That's cool. What do you think of that? I know there's been quite a few fan attempts at Pokemon MMOs over the years, haven't there? There's quite a vibrant Pokemon fan game scene. I know there's that one that... Unfortunately, I remember it for getting cease and desisted around the same time that Metroid AM2R, the Metroid 2 remake. Like, those both got cease and desisted around the same time. What was that called? Pokemon... Oh, is that what it was? Pokemon Prism? Oh, cool. Oh, I see, Cumber. I didn't catch that. It's a national holiday, the Queenie's birthday, isn't it? I guess. Sure, why not? See, if I'm at the point where these are quite expensive now, so I've got to pick quite... Yeah, go on, a bit of a simple one, but... I do like that building that heat gauge up, I feel like that's helping us quite a lot at the moment. I think it's easy to underestimate what difference that makes in the fights. Oh, it was 60 FPS, was it, Crooked? Oh, nice. It had character customization. Well, they somewhat had that in... They had that on and off for like the 3DS Pokemon games, didn't they? The character customization. Did they have it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? I think they... I know they definitely do it in Sword and Shield to some extent, don't they? Wait, you actually do, Cumber? Holy shit. Well, I guess that's one good thing from the monarchy, I guess. It being representative of gross inequality in this country aside. That's something at least. But yeah, I'll have to look up Pokemon. I'll try and tune into... I think I'm following you, right, Kasai? Check on Twitch, my mobile. I'll try and tune into you if you... I think you said you were streaming that, didn't you? Oh, you said it, yeah, you've been streaming it with your best friend before it gets Nintendo'd. Oh, that's so sad. That's such an illustrative verb, isn't it, to say get Nintendo? Like, in that context, I know exactly what you mean. Not as much fun as getting tangoed by quite a distance, sadly. Yeah, everyone wants you dead in these games. Yeah, I did wonder if it was like a government sort of serving job, yeah, the civil service, yeah, with obviously fall into that. Yeah, it's never great feeling about these games because you can just weaponize everything. A bit of cheeky public vandalism in our quest for street brawling justice. I'm getting a lot of that Sega style this past week or so because I'm playing this a lot. And then I'm very excited for Streets of Rage 4 this week. So I got like sure, combo. Yeah, a little bit I suppose. I'm not that familiar with at least directly with Saints Row, but those also tend to have a bit of a goofy tone to them, don't they? Right. No, I wasn't following you. Oh, there you go. No, I am. Sorry, like, you were following me. I don't know why I wasn't following back, but at least we've rectified that. As I say, I'd like to, I would really like to, see that Pokemon Revolution game. And Pokemon does make... Oh, jeez, they're everywhere. It does make a lot of sense as a MMO, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh no! Poor lad. Did someone run on this out on this track? It is fair because all these side quests kind of have an urgency to them, but oh jeez. Hello. God, during this section, the frequency of wild encounters does increase quite a bit. Oh, thank you. Crimson Crew, that's great. I love that emote as well. That like pixel art version of yourself, that's great. Oh, it's you who got oh no, he's very slowly jaunting away. Oh dear. Right, after you I come. Hopefully we can find, I think we're just like trying to track down all the various gaps and then just beat them all up at a time and just figure out which one actually has the, has kidnapped the child that we were meant to be looking after. Oh, is that a card from the collectible card game in this movie? Yeah, oh gosh. Hercules Beetle, you don't... top trumps basically with ladies named after beetles. Oh jeez. Are you sure that's a card game marketed for children? Or is this child curiously in a lab coat?
Nani?
Hey, mister!
Cricken.
You want to wrestle?
That is definitely the same energy, isn't it, as the kids from Shenmue. Oh, I wish he was like badly voice acted in English Shenmue style. Oh, really, Camber? Nice. Oh, sorry, because I give it like a minute and they like take a minute to come back in. Are you keen on Shenmue? Because we got quite a few Shenmue sound effects in there. There's a QTE, a monster. Oh yeah, you said this is Gangster Shenmue. Sort of, yeah. It definitely plays out differently to Shenmue, but there are a lot of base similarities, and I guess it's where Sega channeled sort of that energy, although Shenmue's obviously a bit more low-key and honestly probably less marketable than Yakuza. like it's still astounding when you think how much money Sega poured into Shenmue when its premise is quite... It's a bit niche really, like I don't think it's got that broad an appeal, but it obviously got a big cult following and I'm very fond of it. It's silly eccentricities and all. This is what happened to see. It's the same. I think that might be why you're referencing that, right? It's the same developer as Monkey Ball. Oh god, this is gonna be the second time we've given a kid something inappropriate in oh no, it is that, okay. Poor kid is out of touch. Oh, do you mean because, like, did the Monkey Ball, because there are Monkey Ball plush toys in this, in the crane machine, is that what you saw, like, in the window of the Sega arcade? Oh no, I don't think you can see them. But yeah, we did pick up, we got a phone box somewhere. Yeah, we did pick up, some Monkey Ball plushes, which made me very happy. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, I do just wish we had some kind of appropriate for 2005, like it looks like Sonic Advance 2 artwork. Either Advance 2 or Advance 3 on there. This takes place in 2005, so we've also got the contemporary Virtua Fighter game from that. Dude, honestly, the crane machines in this, compared to the real life ones I've tried, they don't seem that conniving or out to get your money. They don't seem that bad in this. I have got Shenmue 3 thanks to a generous friend who backed the Kickstarter several times. He just had a spare PC code for it. But yeah, I was a bit sad with this one because we don't have any Sega arcade games in this like we did Yakuza 0, which we played before this. Okay, so it's... Yeah, but so we don't have. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there something about this in Zero as well? This weird thing with the scantily clad women, like, dressed in bug motifs? It's... Oh, like, with a weirdly large kid... Oh, gosh. Kid audience to it. Oh, yeah. Gosh. These games, man, I swear to God. Shenmue number 9. I think the intention is for those games to get to number 9, because it's the amount of chapters that were planned out for that Shenmue overall branch and storyline. Gosh, this is involved, isn't it? So how does this compare to like Triple Triad or the Final Fantasy IX card game? I forget the name of. That's a very good number. Very catchy number, that one. So can we get... Oh, jeez. Like, I hear you, fella. I wanted those Monkey Ball plushes. No, you don't. You want the Monkey Ball plushie. I mean, the bunch... I do like the other one as well, granted. There's our cute bird ones, but... Jeez. Alright. Nah, we'll sort that out. It's with Kiwami, it says no, but then we are gonna even though we've got like a pretty high stakes plot going on, we are gonna spend Oh, actually, saying that though, he said they were white ones, didn't he? I don't know if... Actually, I was too harsh on these. They might not be Monkey Ball related, but I do like these ones as well. Look how dapper they are. Got ties on it, oh god. Oh, actually, I should just get with the one to the right, shouldn't I? There we go. Yeah, these ones might be a bit hard to grab, maybe. Maybe their kind of round shape isn't... Yeah, I love that. That was one of the ones I got stupidly excited about in Yakuza 0. The little Mega Drive Plus with, like, arms and legs, wasn't it? Ah! I think it might be because they're too tall as well. I don't know if... Okay, I can see why that guy was struggling so much. Yeah, they had Opa Opa from Fantasy Zone as well, didn't they? In the in Yakuza 0 as well. I'll try a bit further behind. I think I did pick up one of these in 0. Look, that hat's getting in the way. Wait, is that promising? Ooh. Wow, damn it! Actually, it might be easier to pick up like that, maybe. Or it might be better before it rolled over. Hiya, Sultan. I'm kind of playing chicken with Persona 5 in that I'm hoping it comes to PC still. Don't really have a oh wow. Okay, we can't go further right then. Yeah, so hopefully down the line, if I do play Persona 5, I would definitely stream it. It seems really fitting for that. And I appreciate how kindly you worded that as well, like, not being too pressuring. But it would make for a very good stream, you are right. It does seem like a very good stream game, Persona. Well, it's funny you say that, Sultan, because we're doing this specifically because oh nice, I think that is the correct one he wanted as well. We're doing this because a guy was just complaining that these are rigged. So he pleaded with us to get it for him. And this is me basically procrastinating, because I sort of... We're at a point in the story where we just kind of have to ask around where to go next. So I'm just kind of goofing off and just doing this very important stuff. I don't think I knew you were that keen on... Oh, Crick. I know you're a Persona guy. We've got quite a few Persona fans. Gamer Amadeus, who is often in these, he's a huge Persona fan. I played through Persona 4 as well, on Vita. I really like that. Like, I did finish that. I played a little bit of Persona 1, that might be a fun one to do on stream, although that one was also very difficult. And if I recall, I think I did game over on it a lot, the brief amount I played. Oh, that's right, the karaoke mascot. Was that the Kappa one, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Kamba, yeah. Oh, nice, Kasai. Oh, that's a cool one, man. It could take quite a while for them to get approved, can't it? I remember submitting a few at once, and it took like a number of weeks for it to go through, so... Actually, yeah, let's change the prizes, see if they're going to get any more Sega-related ones, I'll be on those ASAP. But I think it might just be... Yeah, some of those are from the first game, I do like them. They are fun. There we are. It's alright, you can have it. You can be a jerk and just say no, like for that how you've got it. Lovely. Hey. Awesome. Yeah, I think side quests are our main source of income in this, which they weren't really in Yakuza 0, because you kind of got that through the really, well, I guess there were also side quests, but the much bigger overarching ones like the property management or the hostess club ones. Oh, the hostess we hung out with wants us to go back. We will at some point, Rena. But for now, we must pick up these weird bug beetle game card things. Could go back and do the card game, but I think we'll try and prioritise getting back on track with the main story. Need to go around and ask people. Yeah, that sounds about right, Cumber. Yeah, I know there's some weird sexually charged like monster designs in Persona. I do recall that. Where's this guy running? God, yeah. These games, once they open up, you really just run into side quests every corner you turn around. You just get a surprise fight as well. Funny enough, Alba, I joked about, well, I didn't joke about it, I just referenced it. I wanted that earlier. I think, Cumber, you were saying the card game's quite worth pursuing in terms of, like, you get good bonuses from it. Which, if so, that would make the triple triad comparison apt. Because you could get really, one of the many ways you can get overpowered in Final Fantasy VIII is via that, via triple triad, isn't it? Sorry, because I just saw your comments. You'd have to apologise about that. It is exciting getting new emotes approved. I need to look into get some for the. Oh, there you go, Jeff's got it. I was looking to get like some emotes for the bits. I can try and get some of those in the next fight if you want. You don't have to ask me to hit someone with a bike in this game. I will usually very happily do it. Oh, is this a guy from Zero? Oh, right.
Oh.
I still don't know what the locker keys are for. Oh, that's nice. We got called the Contam Legends. I very feel good. Wait, no, I'm going back the way I came. You made I think you made a hell of a sales pitch without realising it, Kasai. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess we'll keep picking. Oh gosh, Honeybee. Did we mention? I don't think we mentioned Final Fantasy VII, but there we are. Got Honeybee. Don't forget any relation in particular to that, but yeah, I'm trying to find NPCs to talk to because we're at the point where we just need to kind of find out where where the various scans are. Do you know, Miss? Oh jeez. Some of these are more useful than others. And as always with these games, we do have to, like, story-wise it doesn't really matter. I think you only just get a bit of experience points, but there's never like a GAN, like, causing trouble. I just can't leave them be. Okay, so I don't know if there's jeez. So we haven't got the bike to weaponize here, but we have got long number. Which I'm really glad isn't like clanking on the walls here, because that could very easily there we are. Oh jeez, these are a bit tougher than the usually these fights are fairly straightforward, but there we are. Is that so, Salt? I don't know if mine would be that, but then I've never thought about it, so who knows. Oh, left of the lottery booth, is that? Oh, nice. So that's... where was that? Isn't that somewhere up here? Somewhere in the middle, is... Oh, yeah, there we are. Cool. Nice, have a look at that at some point. Thank you. Oh, speaking of locker keys. Are we just gonna, like, nick people's belongings from various lockers? Is that what that's gonna be? Right, do you know where we need to be going? So I think people in this part are talking about the... Oh gosh. Sorry. Oh jeez, there's another... Oh, you got gifted one, Jeff. That's nice. Oh, cool. So what games have you streamed generally, Kasai? You see you're doing Pokemon Revolution lately. What were you like streaming before that? Did you like multiplayer stuff as well? I know you're kind of part of the Nintendo players lot, aren't you? Sort of involved with that circle. It's a curious name, Cricket, yeah. Oh wait, Kasai, you were in the Animal Crossing Olympics, weren't you? Of course you were. That's right. You were there with like Pixie and Nims and all the rest of them. Oh god, of course you were. Sorry. Oh god, I've been daft. So you were involved in that amazing karaoke bit. You all did so well on that. I don't think I could authentically do Animalese, especially off the cuff like that. So you did remarkably well on that. That beetle looked distractingly like Quistis from Final Fantasy VIII then. But yeah, that was so funny that Inel did an amazing job setting that up, didn't they? You can tell he put so much work into the island to host that. You all did really well, like those events looked quite challenging, fair though. Let me just run past them. What about you? Okay, well that guy actually gave us helpful info, because I don't really want to spend 30,000 yen, but... Like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know, like the fortune teller in Zelda games, or... yeah, you can tell he put a lot of work into really putting that together, didn't they? That's such a funny thing. I like Pixie wanting to like go on like private team chat as well if you want to discuss strategies and such. That was very funny. Let me try that parking lot. Ah, that's great. That's what's kind of, I think that's really neat about Animal Crossing. There's a bit of like making your own fun, isn't there? In there. Oh, thank God, we're finally going to get our money back from that pickpocket. Oh jeez, what was so we have to remember what the pickpocket looked like, because there's a lot of people here that look like that. God, I didn't actually mean to come in here, but I suppose our health could probably do with yeah, go on then. Ooh, I could go for that. Even though I've had breakfast, lunch and dinner today, I could go for the salted tundra. Yeah, I was surprised you were up so late, Jeff. Fair play. You did a lovely job, though, on that. If you can, everyone, do check out... what would you call that art? I really like that art style you do for them, Jeff. Like the Sonic 1 zone there. Like the sort of the kind of line... term pop art is coming to mind? I don't know if that's correct. But they're really nice. You do a great job on those. Okay, so it's really weird. I can see there's a card there, but I can't seem to actually pick it up. The problem is if I get too close that way, damn it, that happens. Sonic MS Paint. But yeah, no worries at all, Jeff. Thanks so much as always, and take it easy, man. Good night. Yeah, sorry, fella. I didn't mean to make you sit me and then have me leave, but I just want this card. Do I have to get it from this side? Oh, there we are. Yeah. Let's use the most, or the least scantily clad so far. Still got a bug motif going on. That's fun. Yeah, where the heck are these? We found one of the gangs. I was hoping kind of talking to people would help us find the other ones, but... Yeah, people in this general area are talking about the whites. Was it White Edge, they called it? Oh, no way, Kasai! Oh, that's amazing. I was about to ask how many followers you need to be partner, but that... No, that's not how that... No, that's not... It's not follower-based, I don't think, partnership, is it? I want to say that's more viewer-based, I might be wrong. It's been quite nice, because just every once in a while we see someone else sort of within our kind of vicinity or group end up getting into streaming, and it's always like the kind of race to see, well not race, but it's always the thing of like seeing them slowly work their way up to getting an affiliate, and then being able to have their own emotes and such. It is viewer-based. Oh. Well, I'll come in when I can, man, if that can help. I don't know if that alone will get you to partner, but hopefully it can. I'm having you dream the impossible, am I? Oh, jeez, this poor guy. Oh gosh, we might have one of the sadder, or at least more intense side stories than this. Oh, jeez. Right, yeah, I got distracted from trying to get our money back, and well, I'm fine. Yeah, it's quite clever actually, so I guess it's like, depending on which part of the town you're in, you get like, whichever gang will be around that area, kind of in the, that's a way to know you're in the right area, I suppose. I swear these games are wholesome, they're just also... there's just also a lot of street violence going on. But it's usually not with lasting repercussions. Oh, the guy wants in sake, yeah. Oh, you say that's where one of them is, the gangs. Oh, nice, I know exactly what you mean. Thank you, Cumber. Oh god, everywhere you step, there's gang members. Right, is that, there we go. Oh, I might be rolling this.
Oi. Nani?
Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus, what? Oh, god damn it. We just lost 10,000 yen because we accused the wrong guy. I don't know, he could have changed his costume. Can we ask him as well? No. No, he had like the checkered clothes on, didn't he? No, would he really just be standing out in the open like that? No, I don't think it's him. mean, did he change clothes, maybe? That's where the side quest marker is, so I don't know if that's... No, I think it might just be going by face. Oh, really, Kumba? Oh, it's like a Zelda trading quest. Oh, that's quite cool, actually. How about this one? No, whatever. I don't lose 10,000. Oh, jeez.
Nani?
Oh, we did get the right one at least, so... Let's here we go. I like fighting the good medicine man in these. Come on. Oh gosh, he is quick actually, to be fair. Not quick enough though. Whee. Right, see if we can find a bike for... Oh, never this one nearby. It's not really anything weapon. Oh, we can bin him at least. Or try to, but gosh, he is quick, isn't he? There we are. Hiya, Doom. How you doing, fella? Thanks so much for coming in. You've come into like the as always wholesome Yakuza action. We're trying to get our money back that this guy nicked. We just convinced him to stop pickpocketing as well, so... Been great on multiple fronts, though. Oh, really? Come by. I'm glad you said that, because I assumed that guy wanted the coat. I assumed we just had to buy that. Oh, there was somebody who wanted glasses as well. Who I thought we had to, like... And that was the one where I was like, oh, we could just buy contact lenses for him. Which was in the store nearby, and then turned out to be, easy at all, really. So I'm gonna assume that's probably part of the trading quest as well. Oh, god damn it, I just want to know where the white clad gang are. That makes it sound like I'm talking about the KKK, I've never done that at least.
Nani?
Oh, was it your son? Oh gosh, that sub-story title. Why are you dressed like a Yakuza, son? Oh, jeez. What do you reckon? Should we pretend we're this old guy's son, who he thinks we are mistakenly, or could that... I mean, that route has more potential for, like, comedy shenanigans, but... It's quite sad as well. Poor lad. What do we think? Which one should we go for? I think I'm leaning towards maybe wrong person, but... Yeah, funny enough, I just read that in the guide, Cumber. Alright, this is kind of bad, but... Tender. Oh. Oh. Probably shouldn't have done that. So was it champion, Oh, I walked past that. I even thought it might be there, but I was like, nah. I think in my head, I got into my head like, oh, it's going to be all the park areas. Oh, that's quite... Oh, I walked right past that. I was hoping, like, we talked to quite a few NPCs. I was hoping one of them would have directed us towards it, but... we're not getting a very elegant route to it. Oh, really, Cumber? Oh, no kidding. You're watching someone else play this as well. These games have really built and Sorry. These games have really built and maintained the popularity, haven't they? I think just because of strong words of mouth, there's always people discovering them. And this one was given via PlayStation Plus as well, wasn't it? So, probably quite a few people playing via that. Yeah, no worries at all, Kasai. Again, thanks so much for tuning in and for the host, man. I really appreciate it. As I said, I've got you followed now, so I'll try and tune in. Try and tune in when I can. As I said, I'd love to see Pokemon Revolution. I keep wanting to say Battle Revolution, but that's a different game. But yeah, no, thanks so much, man. So, I want it again. Like, I can't say enough good things about those Animal Crossing Olympics. They were so funny. Didn't know how much of these Animalese karaoke in my life. That name rings a bell. Actually, no, I don't think I have specifically. I think I'm thinking of someone else. Honestly, I think the side content stuff is quite good in this. So I'm surprised they got like, again, it's probably not as good as Zero's, but it still seems pretty solid in this. Right, here we are. I'm always tempted to also save off, because the game does stutter a bit when it happens. It's a little annoying, but then it's probably a good idea to keep on just to be safe.
ここはおじ
下っ端に用は
断る
お前らが
面白い
I don't like people calling Kiryu old, because I think he is in his first series. Still got a boombox.
なんだてめえは。
はるかはどこだ。
あ？
おっさんわけわかんねえこと言ってんじゃねえぞおら
It's not going to be them.
やろなめやがっておいこの親父ぶっ殺しまえ
I guess when you're, I mean, they might be in their late teens, it's not early 20s. I guess people in their 30s can, like, Oh, I think I saw something about that. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? I think I spent CPU. I think I spent CP to make him start appearing. Jesus Christ! Who's impaled him? It's nowhere near as consequence filled as it should probably be, though. It's okay. God, that guy's a brick house. I'm assuming it's not these guys who has the poor little one. Ow. You like his style, do you? Oh, the ladies are enjoying it, look! It's a right laugh for them. Again, I think that's a clever touch to sort of bring some levity to the idea of just these street brawls going on. I mean, I guess in a way it's dark, but like just that the fact the crowd seems to be into it. Got mysterious syringe. Okay, that is pretty grisly, attacking someone with that. Ugh. And somehow more so than like clobbering people with a bike. Seems like get everything out of this plastic bucket. Yeah, I think we need to use our health drink. There we go. There you are, Sultan. Whee! Ow. It broke apart quite quickly though. Whee. Okay, we can use the wheel a bit at least. Yeah, I like this mode, but it is really slow. Yeah, everyone has kind of seen bemusement in that GAN name. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I feel like having a GAN that where your motif is clad in white as well. There's sort of unfortunate implications to that, aren't there? Gosh. Maybe not as bad when it's a Japanese GAN. There you go, I think you went to the curb stomp as well, didn't you, Sultan? Whee. Oh, jeez. I'm psycho, Maya.
はるかをどうしたどこにいた
知りません。俺らはブラティアイの連中に誘われただけで。
ブラティアイ
赤いジャージの連中です。あいつらに聞いてください。
どこにいる
劇場前の広場にデボラっていうクラブが、そこが奴らのたまります。
Gosh, this chapter's quite short, actually, looking at the... It should have taken us as long as it has.
警察におかしな動きがある。本庁の捜査一課にはるかの捜査依頼があったらしい。
一家にどういうことだ
詳しいことはわからん。ただ、はるかは誘拐の被害者ってことになってる。東上会とは別の組織が動き出したんだろう。桐生、奴らより先にはるかを。
It's weird, this. I feel like it's been a while since we've heard about the Tojo clan. They haven't come into this plot, I feel like, or at least, well, not as much as I would have expected, anyway. Doesn't really matter, just quite surprising. Okay. Let's pop over there. Knowledge kinetic. Oh, right! Oh, that took me a bit too long to catch on there. Gosh. Oh, it's all the red ones now. Oh, so I think it's more. I was saying like they seem to come up depending on where you are, but I think it's more that the depending on which gang you have to fight next, they suddenly become the ones you keep seeing. Hello. Let's try and get this chapter done. And then, depending on how long the next one is, maybe at least try and chip away at that one a bit. Judge it by how many paragraphs long this the guide section on it is. Get ready for a tough boss fight. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Let's go buy some health drinks actually. I appreciate you saying that, Kumba. I was reading people's impressions of this game the other night, and folks were saying the boss fights are pretty pretty rough at points. Oh, that's not really the particularly great. Oh, there we go. We got the sake. Wasn't that? No, I think there were like 2 different NPCs that wanted sake, so I'll buy 2 of those. Yeah, I guess we'll buy. Those aren't really the ideal health drinks. They're not that highly ranked, but. Oh jeez, Kumba. Oh gosh. I do like the musical stylings of the Mr. KK of the slider variety. Ooh, that's quite good actually. And I don't have to remember too much for that one specifically, I just need to block during a weapon attack, and it seems like I can disarm the enemy with that. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this, man. I think these are just... It's going to be quite fun just to chip into, like, these games every once in a while. Like, I'll leave it a little while before I play Kiwami 2, but I do want to get to that. I think we'll go, just go quickly, grab some food at a restaurant just to heal up. So, maybe see whatever side quest is here, actually. shady lady. Oh gosh, will the real shady lady please stand up? Oh, this is another one I saw in the original Yakuza.
Nani?
When I was watching like clips of it. Yeah. It was weird because like both side quests, like this and the other one I saw, which was like the one where the club tried to spike us. It's all about like groups in on a scam. It's
Boy.
oh dear. Oh dear. We're not paying that. I do remember thinking, Kiryu, that's a little, no, let's not say that about the... God, it gave his face. Alright. Let's sort you out. Somebody medicine man. Yet! I feel like that's less the case in Zero, right? I guess because a lot of these would be from the original, wouldn't they? I think they did add some new ones as well, didn't they? But... Hey, there we are.
Oh.
Entrapment, scandals, accusation. Disgusting. Oh, jeez. Let's not go down that path, shall we? Game, put the saxophone away. This is a really weird use of that. Don't be doing that. Oh, jeez. Oh, good. Oh, good. She's put an end to her scamming ways. Good lord, I don't know that's South Park one, wow. Oh, really? Come on. God. When did that come out? It came out before Yakuza 6, didn't it? So is that like 2018 maybe, that one? I might be completely wrong on that. Oh, nice, Kraken. I've seen Kiwami 2 go pretty cheap on PC. I'm definitely getting it at some point. But it might be a while before I get to it, so I might, wait a bit longer just to see if I can get it cheaper. I think I've seen it less than 10 quid on PC, or at the very least, or maybe right above that. Oh, nice, Kraken. Oh, you tempted Sultan, nice. Yeah, go on, let's just get some beef. There we are. Oh, that's a good deal, Kumba. I suppose as long as you don't mind getting a physical copy. Sorry, don't mind the be right back thing that just popped up. I suppose as long as you don't mind getting a digital copy. I don't tend to in a lot of cases. I still have a little bit of a collector inside me, but I also... I have to admit, there's also the possible resale value down the line as well that would come to mind for that. But in a case like that, maybe it got maybe the physical print run it got... I would have thought it'd be like a really limited one, but it might be small enough that they'd... and demands would be high enough. Yeah, maybe the price is kept up. Oh, blimey, hello, Disco Jensen. You reckon it's worth it? Nice, yeah. I mean, the amount of content in these games, even this one, which is meant to be a bit shorter, This one's definitely shorter than 0, but... Oh dear. No, alright. Oh, you reckon? Are they a bit more niche here, maybe? It might just be like, I feel like where I look on the internet, Yakuza seems really popular, but that might be confusing like the circle I've curated online as just being representative of things at large, but maybe in the UK they're a bit more niche, I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're still kind of niche in a sense, but they do well enough to, like, they definitely started to do really well after Zero. I was reading your comment while I was saying that, Sultan. Oh, that's sad, Kirkham. I think hopefully they're finding value in going multi-platform with them. I mean, I get the impression they've sold quite well on PC, which is quite nice. So I really hope they just keep them coming on PC. Oh, Brawler Amulet. To be honest, Kiryu, you could probably heed that advice, just stay away from Yakuza shenanigans, but then we would have a game franchise. Fair enough. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot more straightforward side quests than this, aren't there, than, like, Zero. Which I think that's like a remnant from the original Yakuza. Sure. I still want to be doing more of those. We haven't that big fin that Majima got his cronies to create that he might be hiding in. I've either not come across that or I haven't realised. I'd like to get more of those. Tom. Is she asking where are all the hotties, or was that... So wait, we... Oh, I see, we need to go in. Cool. Oh, cool, Cumber. So there's a... Yeah, so... Yeah, that's really cool. I love how available they've made that series on PS4, and they're starting to do that on Xbox and PC. As I still think it'd be really cool if they ported a few to Switch. I mean, we'll see, like, in time whether they're... I mean, I understand like, these things don't just happen overnight, ports like that, but... I reckon they'd find a nice audience on there as well. Like, there's a group of people... Probably a sizable amount of people who would like to chip away at these games. Portably. That would be cool. Maybe you could get sort of that out of Judgment with it being a detective game.
Huh?
Hey. All the people on the dance floor just disappeared. Guess they're not visually important in the fight. Oh, we actually threw him off the edge! Bloody hell. That might have been a bit much, Kiryu. Oh, God. Yeah, I know, right? That was very goofy, Holler. He got back up, at least, to Huff and Pants. No, that's quite fair, Crook. And I have winced a little bit occasionally when I've spent a high amount on a PC game. That was about... I try to remember how much Danganronpa V3 was when I bought it. I didn't buy that on release because that was $49.99. I couldn't justify that. I don't think I don't want to pay. I think £40 like the max I want to pay for an individual game in general. To be honest. I think even when I got Breath of the Wild on release with the Switch, I think I was able to get that at least for like maybe 45 or so. I don't really want to go higher than that these days. Which is funny because at the peak of my collecting craze, I was like... I once used a £20 Game Station voucher a cousin gave me to buy like Secret of Mana boxed for 60 quid at Game Station. And then I ended up regretting that, to be honest, because... have I still got that, actually, that? I did sell a few boxed NES games, so if I still have that, but yeah, like, I definitely got out of collecting old games at some point, it just got too expensive, and, thankfully, I don't really have the hand up over... I get why some people do it, it's fair enough, but I'm fine just playing, like, especially like SNES era stuff on emulation, where it's pretty much perfect minus for it.
はるかを返せ。さもなきゃお前ら皆殺しだ。
Oh, jeez.
兄貴、面白いぜこいつ。
I love how blunt this approach is, just threatening all these games, and one of them may or may not have. I mean, I suppose it is right. We're doing this after they all did pretty horrendous things. That first game that was like keen about beating up the homeless, I'm like, Jesus. Hopefully after a bit of a good scrap, they'll realize the error of their ways. Oh my god, that guy's breakdance fighting like Majima does in the last game. I think, am I right in saying Majima's playable in Kiwami too? I look forward to that if so. Oh my god. So good. I feel like I just did like a spinning, I just like rotated the D-pad 360 degrees and then pressed all the punch buttons. That's just like a Zangief or T-Hawk style big Street Fighter pile driver kind of move. It's great. Yeah, oh, that's a good point actually, Cumber, yeah. Yeah, I can't anticipate. The problem is I've really come to like the idea of a fairly clean living space without like too much clutter. But I also have a shit gazillion of amiibos, so I don't know why I know about that, but yeah, I think I go on that side, but I like that there's the option for both generally. Like I think there's valid reasons for preferring either. Like I don't think one is like especially wrong. Like I know there are certain concerns with digital games, and I have kind of accepted that, whilst also building up a stupidly big Steam library and such. But, like I'm aware there's concerns on that, but I do like the convenience and the, as I say, you say the physical space saved from. I think I'm especially just kind of seeing that as wasteful with like, I mean I don't see it this way if other people are keen into collecting. You know, I think it's great, and you know I say go for it. It's just in my case, knowing like a lot of old games are like a few megabytes, you know, or something like that. It's like, well, I don't know if I want them taking up like even a cartridge physical space worth. If I could just generally have them on the hard drive these days. Again, it's not me saying that's superior, this is my own preference. That's the kind of thing, like, I really have no time, I really have just no... I just want to invest emotional energy into being like, oh, this one way's much better, you know, and screw it the other way. I've definitely seen people do that without, you know, it's an interesting thing to discuss, I suppose. Yeah, I've put about, that was a bad time to look away from the screen. I've put about 60 plus hours into Zero, I think. I can definitely see how that could shoot up. I could absolutely see how that could shoot up significantly with that game. And I will go back to it in time, I think. But I do also kind of feel like, well, I should probably prioritise get into the next games in the series, typically. Although I might leave it a while until I play Kiwami 2, so maybe I'll kind of jump to 0 here and there. Oh gosh. Yeah, I do like these breakdancing enemies. Get off. No, I do like that. That's very Streets of Rage, like, while you're being grabbed, still being able to attack. Ow. Yeah, these are definitely the toughest guys yet. I think I need, let's go all in. Some, It is a shame, but I'm just thinking of like having old consoles as well. Like I've got a number of like modded ones as well. I got a SNES, Mega Drive, and a Saturn, like modded for imports, 60 Hz, all that. It would be nice to use them again. I just don't really have the room for a CRT. I think at this point I would just want to use an EverDrive or that SD card for a CD drive replacement thing. NEC is non-existent. Oh gosh. I've seen people say they really like the engine that they use from Kiwami 2 onwards, I've seen people say they really think that makes quite a difference. I mean, you do lose half the frame rate on PS4 and then that's more demanding specs-wise on PC. So there's kind of a trade-off. I think I saw people like the improvements that makes like the combat system, or the fact like when you go into buildings they're not divided off like they are in this. Yeah, I find these guys quite tough. Probably not massively helping that I have. Oh gosh. This isn't the tough boss you were talking about, is it? Comfort. I suppose they're actually quite. I'm thinking of this as like a regular Crowley fight in the way, but they have got quite high health bars, haven't they? Hi Louis, how you doing, man? Yeah, they do fight exactly like Majima does, don't they? They aren't part of Majima's gang, are they? This is just like a common style of breakdance fighting. It's the most stylish way to get your fists bloody, isn't it? No quality to it. Nice, we have to counter that. And we got knocked in our face, but still. How you doing, Lou? Thanks so much for coming in. Sorry I missed your stream tonight, man. How did, we had quite a few people streaming, because I think Cheeky Devlin was as well, and Ped was on Smash briefly. What were you playing? Oh, you were playing Devil May Cry 2, weren't you? Oh, goodness. Were you having a good time, Lou? Oh, blimey. Your reaction to that in the last stream you did was so funny, man. And quite relatable, based on my experience with that particular game. That's so funny. That's the first game you've ended up playing, thanks to the Jeff requested it, wasn't it? Like the stream rewards. Oh god, I'm doing rubbish on this fight. Get off. God, this is a bit of a tough one, isn't it? It's one of the toughest fights in the. Oh yeah. It's funny because the battle music is just like the typical. I don't think of this as being boss music, but this is basically a boss, isn't it? The environment we're finding is really cool, isn't it? They're doing savage attacks on me, man. I'm not doing very well here. But hearing Compass say, yeah, I need validation for when I do badly in the game. It's like, this bit is hard, right? God. Yeah, they're really difficult to hit. I think I keep forgetting to like, I should probably be better equipped for one. I should have that on. Yeah, so those power up my Beast and Brawler styles. I really want to see these guys breakdance what they look like in the original with PS2 level animation. I'm sure it's fine for the time, but I'm obviously going to be quite a bit more smoother and detailed on this. I mean, come, if I really was to play DMC2 again, it would be nice to do it with the one character I haven't played it through with, especially because apparently she is the best way to play DMC2. But then you also have to, like, I think you have to play it through on hard to unlock her. I don't really want to do that. Oh, it doesn't cheat. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I don't hate DMC2, but I don't really want to play through it again. And I do think it's, you know, I share the common consensus and it's pretty lousy, but it did break my heart when it first came up talking to Jeff about it, where he was like, oh, that was the one I played, and he liked it back in the day. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't like to invalidate people's nostalgia. Cricket. Well, DMC2 guns are very good in a way they're not that good in other DMC games, right? I think I did still die a few times on it. I was still a bit of a klutz, but yeah, it was much easier DMC1, which doesn't have to be a bad thing, but well, you don't even need to say what things are wrong with that game. I think we generally know by this point, right? I'm trying, Sultan, I am. This fight's really tough. The difficulty curve is weird on this game. Like, the fights generally haven't been that bad up until now, and this one's just a right nuisance. They don't look like they'd be that... They're easy to underestimate, these guys. Why not pick that? Is it because I don't have a... The tricky thing is, I don't have much, I'm trying to pick up a chat. Oh, there we go. Ah, jeez, they are really bloody annoying to try and... Okay, so the elder one, is that the... the elder one is the skinnier one, so I need to go after him. Try and separate them if I can. That always drives me nuts in this kind of game where, it's always going to annoy me a bit in fighting games as well, where someone does like a lot of attacks and then they can just quickly, or they do like a big combo or something elaborate and then they can still evade quickly after. maybe the way I'd like it would end up making it too simple, but I'm just sort of like, no, you've attacked for that long, you have a phase in which you're open. That's how it works. Like a reasonably long phase as well, but me just bemoaning my lack of reaction time, maybe. Yeah, forgive me, this is getting too monotonous to watch. It's not that monotonous to play, although it is a little... God, they are hard to... Yeah, why did they not let... Oh, they should have just had Trish be there from the start, really. Because apparently she plays more like Devil May Cry 1 Dante than Devil May Cry 2 Dante does. And that's also the only game she's playable in, I think, outside of, I think it's that and the special edition of Devil May Cry 4, so that's pretty cool. I mean, she deserves a better game than DMC2 to be almost solely playable in, but... Alas. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, oh yeah, that's Lucia. Again, another character who's quite cool and deserves better than DMC2. I mean, people were hoping they'd use her again for DMC5 because it similarly takes place in the future. Well, not the future, but like a bit later on in the timeline. But alas, that's her only game to this point still. Jeez. Yeah, this fight is a right nuisance. I think this is the one I saw people complaining about. I definitely saw people complaining about boss fights. Thank you for the encouragement. Could do with it. Head off, you. That's called the trick. God, this is probably the worst of me, isn't it? I just hate how... Or at least the crowd love it. It's really difficult. We're getting there though slowly. I don't know how we're like, this guy's so quick, but we are slowly. Oh, I think the uppercut kind of works for the thing with the Finn one is he's always quite low. So I think there we are. Yeah, that was on me to be fair, just to vary up my attacks a bit more. Can we let's go straight to like boosting power. Yeah, let's get maximum health up. God, you can boost the maximum health a lot. Did you boost maximum health in Yakuza 0? I don't really remember that. Ah, Cricket, really? Is this similarly a little annoying than the original? That's quite funny. Yeah, in that way, I'm surprised it is actually quite, it is kind of funny it's still secretly like a PS2 game, deep down. I imagine Kiwami 2 is probably quite a step up for this mechanically, right? So I get the impression that one's a bit less of a straight remake, at least gameplay-wise. I would like to give the, like what you did with the PS2 original, Crick, I would like to try that on the PS2 emulator, just out of curiosity. So I've been watching YouTube footage of it a little bit, just to see what scenes I've seen in this, what they look like in that. Fair play, they did find a lot of the series identity right from the off in that game, didn't they? It's quite well in that sense. I mean, this guy might be a bit easier than his brother, actually. He's still a bit of a pain. I do like that kick. I like that flying kick, even though it does leave you quite vulnerable. Ow. I always try and, like, sort of run in and out of them, like Zoidberg style, but... Oh, speaking of, look forward to a Zoidberg sound effect in the upcoming set. I'm not a fan of this mechanic as well, when they just, like, cower over and then... And they just, like, regain health. I mean, at least there's, like, a thing where if you equip the same colour skill set as what they have... Ooh, you can like level up your power, the heat gauge. Jeez. Yeah, I might go to this quicker one. There we go. Can I not use my? Yeah, it's probably too. So... Oh, you're quite close to the end of DMC. No, that's completely normal. It's quite incoherent, and... I mean, to be honest, a lot of the DMC games I can't give you a very thorough description of what the hell goes on in them, but... DMC 2 is especially bad for that, and it doesn't really have especially stylish cutscenes either. Maybe apart from right at the end, but... Oh, gosh.
どこだはるかはどこだ
俺らは金で雇われただけなんです。
雇い主は誰に雇われた
坂野です。子供は中華街のランさんのところに。
I might try the arena off-stream combo, maybe. Maybe if I get a bit of free time in the day tomorrow. I try to play games too much in the day. Oh gosh.
先ほどの祝杯に薬を入れました。桐生さん、堂島組の皆さんは我々と対等のつもりなのですか？
何？
偽造パスポートに2000万？ 我々に敬意を払っていないからそんなことが言えるのです。だから我々は敬意を勝ち取るように努力します。桐生さんにご協力いただいてね。あなたの
Oh gosh, I haven't dropped any frames, kind of weirdly. And the connection, can you all still hear me? That hasn't gone off again, is it? Let's have a look. No, it looks like I, why is this? Hmm.